Hello friends, my name is Phoebe. I'm on a music discovery journey and I would like to invite you along for the ride. I started this channel because I was falling behind with music and felt like I had loads to catch up on. Felt like I've been living under a rock despite consuming loads of music for years, and I wanted somewhere to hold myself accountable and give me an excuse to listen to music a bit more because my day job doesn't really allow for it. So here we are. If you like the sound of that, please like and subscribe. I had a suggestion from Sarah Sloan 4456 lately off the back of a Ren video where I got a bit upset, and Sarah said, "Damn it, you always make me cry with you." Sorry, Sarah. I feel so many emotions. At some point in the future, I really hope you get a chance to watch Chinchilla's 1-5, I think that's how you say it, but I'm not sure, live. For anyone who has ever been the person in a relationship who gives everything and gets little back in return, I sense you've been there, in brackets. It'll rip your heart out and stomp on it. Wow, Sarah, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. No, I really appreciate your support. And I thought, what the hell? I'm going to have a look at this one. Sarah knows what she's talking about. All right, let's have a look then. I think we're going to watch the video once first and then maybe go through the lyrics. We'll see. I actually invested in some tissues. You will be pleased to know we've got some tissues ready just in case. But we might be all right. Okay, 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's go.
I wish that I could say I can only deal with so much rejection, but that implies I'm gonna leave and I'm too weak, yeah, I'm too weak now. I'm hopelessly addicted to the breadcrumbs of your affection. When you send one less kiss than me, it's all I read, it's all I read now. I say I love you, but you only reply 1 out of 5 times. Like I love you, but I hate you, it's such a fucking fine line. Are you doing it to spite me, oh? Couldn't you say it a little more? Do you really only love sometimes at a ratio of 1 to 5?
I'm going to stop it for a sec. I realised she looks like a fly. Now, the lyrics, there is a little image at the top that says "fly trap," and it's her on someone's hand, looking like this. So I have seen that, but it took me a second to realise. Okay.
Once I love you back 5 times. I don't know how to keep to my own bare minimum boundaries. I hope you never see the truth, that I would move no more for you now. So I cling onto the secret while you dance in circles around me. We both know I won't make you choose, in case you do, in case I lose now. I say I love you, but you only reply 1 out of 5 times. Like I love you, but I hate you, it's such a fucking fine line. Are you doing it to spite me, oh? Couldn't you say it a little more? Do you really only love sometimes at a ratio of 1 to 5? Is the person I've been fighting for emotionally unavailable? What have we been so divided by? Love me So say I, say I, say I, say I, say I love you. So say I, say I, say I, say I, say I love you. So say I, say I, say I, say I, say I love you. Do you really only love sometimes? Oh. So say I, say I, say I, say I, say I, say I love you, say I love you. Oh, say I, say I, oh, say I love you. Do you really only love sometimes? Sometimes I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. So say I, say I, say I, say I, say I love you. Do you really only love sometimes?
Oh, that is heartbreaking, isn't it? It's clearly the imbalance of the relationship. She would hope for more, and it just doesn't happen, and it's difficult to understand why, what the reason behind that is. But yeah, like the first line says, I wish I could say I only deal with so much rejection. I've been there, and it's really hard to process, but also communicating with someone that doesn't feel the same way, and at first you don't know why, and sometimes you'll never find out why, but sometimes you do find out why, and it makes more sense when you do, depending on the situation. Doesn't feel good. Thankfully I'm not in one of those relationships now, but it hurts, and it reminds me of that place that I've been in a few times. Once, twice, because of cheating. That's never good. I don't believe in cheating. I always think that if something's going to happen, you leave the person. Saves you both a lot of stress and heartache, and the other person having to learn how to deal with that in future. That took a long time to heal from. And another time, what was the other time? No, I think that was also, yeah. Just end it if you're not happy and you want someone else, you know. Dragging something out just really does cause a lot of pain unnecessarily, and it's not fair on anybody. That's what I think. Alright, let's watch it again and we'll go through the lyrics as well, because that's so deep.
I wish that I could say I can only deal with so much rejection, but that implies I'm gonna leave, and I'm too weak, yeah, I'm too weak now. I'm hopelessly addicted to the breadcrumbs of your affection. When you send one less kiss than me, it's all I read, it's all I read now.
There's a thing called rejection sensitivity dysphoria. You might not recognize if you have it straight away, but it can mean feeling completely upset and offended if someone just asks you to be quiet or calm down a bit. Maybe you got a bit too excited and exerted energy, and it came across a bit much for someone, and they just said, "Oh, calm down." It can feel horrible to know that you've upset someone. That's a really good example I can give of rejection sensitivity, but it comes in many different forms. It can come with love rejection. It can come with rejection just from somebody turning down your moves or offer. And I'm very familiar with that now. I've done my autistic extensive research on it, and I enjoy talking about it. It's an important discussion, and some people don't realise they have it until I talk about it. Also, the way we react might not be. It might be a bit drastic. It might be a bit exaggerated, over the top. You know, someone asks us to quieten down, and we're like, "Oh, okay, I won't say anything ever." You know, that's not what they're asking. They're just asking to tone it down. Maybe it got a bit much for them. Maybe it stressed them out. Not in a horrible way, but it's very easy to take that badly and then deal with it badly. And I've learned how to deal with things over the years, and I've learned to kind of take a minute and just be like, right, am I feeling rejection sensitivity right now, and how do I deal with that? And how do I communicate with the person what I'm feeling and hope to come to a better conclusion? Anyway, that's random tangent, but it's important. I'd be happy to talk about that in a separate video as well at some point. Could tie in with all the neurodivergent stuff that I'll be talking about. You would feel rejection sensitivity in this situation, very much so, very intensely. It might feel like the love is lost, that it can't be saved, or that you hope that you can save it, but you don't know how. It might be that you don't know why the other person is not reciprocating in the same way that you do or would want them to. And there are so many different reasons. It can be their ability to deal with emotions. But if it's someone that has expressed those emotions previously, it can be quite worrying, because if you know them to be, you know, excitable and loving, and they stop, there's clues, isn't there? There's clues, aren't there? Sorry. And that's hard. And addressing it isn't always easy. You can address it, but will the person be willing to talk about it? I know I've been shut down many times before, just wanting to bring it up, just wanting to resolve the situation or do something about it. If that means having to end it, then as hard as that is, and as hard as she says here, I'm not, she doesn't want to leave. I didn't have the reason given to me because they were too much of a coward to tell me, and they didn't want to lose me, but they didn't want to stop what they were doing in the background. So I wish I could say I can only deal with so much rejection. So I guess I wish I could confront this situation, but that implies I'm going to leave, and I'm too weak. That's what she sees that as. Or maybe not. Maybe she doesn't want to confront it, but she's definitely bringing it up in the form of writing. I'm hopelessly addicted to the breadcrumbs of your affection. It can also be like a narcissist trait. I've had that as well. That was the other thing. Oh yeah, cheating and narcissism, which also had cheating involved. Narcissism is exactly that, giving you breadcrumbs of affection, giving you little bits at a time to keep you hanging on. Just enough, even though you know it's not, it doesn't feel right. Something's not right there. but you love those little bits of affection. You want them, you crave them, because they give you enough to keep you keen. When you send one less kiss than me, it's all I read, it's all I read. So now she's saying she's looking really quite deeply into it, sending a text message, a kiss, if that's something that you would normally do, you would probably notice it. I'm not one for kisses on my messages and some going to bed and saying goodnight or something, but other people, yeah, they'll notice it, and it'll be that small statement that, if it's out of character, feels hurtful, and if you talk about it and they do it, it can feel hurtful. Now everyone's different, and some people might not even realise or intentionally do that. But with rejection sensitivity, this is why I explained it, you can look into things deeper and maybe look too deeply into things at times, but you notice the smaller details, and that creates these thoughts in your mind that are very valid, that then start spiraling like this. And I'm not saying it's wrong, because there are sometimes very clear signs when someone's not reciprocating affection, so you'll notice it more, and even things that they might not even realise, you'll notice it. It's that hyper focusing on things that might give signs, which on one hand feels like can help, but it still causes a lot of pain, especially if you're looking into it and you're not getting any answers. That's really hard and really unfair from the other person. The pre-chorus, I say I love you, but you only reply 1 out of 5 times. It's the 1 out of 5, the ratio, that's, she feels like she's giving 5 times more. Like, I love you, but I hate you. It's such a fucking fine line. To her, it feels like, if you're not saying I love you, do you hate me? Very, very understandable. Her voice is just so beautiful. The piano that starts, it starts very quietly, and then they have strings that come in. Oh my god, that felt like it was pulling at my heartstrings as that happened.
All I read now. I say I love you, but you only reply 1 out of 5 times. Like, I love you, but I hate you, it's such a fucking fine line. Are you doing it to spite me, oh? Couldn't you say it a little more? Do you really only love sometimes? At a ratio of 1 to 5 is the person I've been fighting for, emotionally unavailable. What have we been so divided by? Love me once, I love you back 5 times.
It's interesting how it almost blinks. I'm not sure what that is. Also, it says live, so it didn't feel like it was a live performance, but it says live. So, I mean, her voice is incredible. You can, she's that good. I love the harmonies. The harmonies make it feel even more powerful, even more emotional. The keys that they're using are very sad.
At a ratio of 1 to 5 is the person I've been fighting for, emotionally unavailable.
you doing it to spite me? Or couldn't you say it a little more? It's wondering why. It's wanting to know the why. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this to spite me? Are you messing around? Have I done something and you're punishing me? That's more the spite thing. Messing with my head? Or is it hard to say it a bit more? Couldn't you say it a little more? Do you really only love someone sometimes at the ratio of 1 to 5? Is it 1 to 5? The title. She can't quite get her head around it. Doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. Something's not being answered here, right? Is the person I've been fighting for so fiercely for some love emotionally unavailable? A lot of people can be emotionally unavailable for different reasons. I feel like narcissists are very much like that. Don't want to get into anything too deep, but give the illusion that they're getting in very deeply with lots of traps, love bombing, little breadcrumbs of information, affection, to kind of trick you. That I've definitely witnessed that. What have we been so divided by? Love me once, I love you back 5 times. Just this whole questioning it, wondering why. Why?
I don't know how to keep to my own bare minimum boundaries. I hope you never see the truth, that I would move no more for you now. So I cling onto the secret while you dance in circles around me. We both know I won't make you choose, in case you do, in case I lose now. I say I love you, but you only reply 1 out of 5 times. Like I love you, but I hate you, it's such a fucking fine line. Are you doing it to spite me, oh? Couldn't you say it a little more? Do you really only love sometimes? At a ratio of 1 to 5 is the person I've been fighting for, emotionally unavailable. What have we been so divided by? Love me once, I love you back 5 times.
The second verse. I don't know how to keep to my own bare minimum boundaries. That bit's so heartbreaking. It's like you lose part of yourself trying to be something for someone else, and you would have certain standards or certain boundaries that you would keep highly or regard highly and take seriously. But when you are so desperate for someone to return that affection, it's like you forget your own boundaries, you override some of them, you make amendments for a person when you want this to work so much, and it's so wrong. It's so wrong from the outside. It's awful behavior, because you should think more of yourself, but you don't, because this person has broken you down so much that you would do anything to make it better, even in a very desperate way. And it's it's so common that people do that, and it's upsetting. But I can't say it's, you shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't, but when you're in that situation, you are literally clutching at straws, just grasping onto anything that will hopefully make things better, and putting your own values aside. And that's when deep down you know it's not right and you shouldn't be there, but you don't want to let go. And that I think that line is the most powerful one in this song, even though there's so much here. I hope you never see the truth that I would move them all for you now. So I cling on to the secret while you dance in circles around me. It's like not wanting to give up the last bit of pride. She's saying, I think, she doesn't want to give up her last bit of pride, but she would. She would do anything. And that's what a lot of us have experienced, and it's so frustrating. Looking back, you wish you had the strength to just leave. Whether you know what's going on or you don't, that's the difficulty. When it's like cheating, I didn't know that was going on until after. When it's a narcissist, I knew exactly what was going on. I just couldn't break away. And it's very dangerous territory around a narcissist, because even when you know you need to leave and people are telling you you need to leave, and you are asking for a second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th opinion on the situation that's not right in your head, but this person is telling you you're fucking crazy, and why would you speak to anyone else? Listen to me. Very controlling. Controlling the narrative. You know it's not right, but for some reason they keep you around for as long as they want you to be there. They don't want the rejection, certainly won't deal with rejection from you. So they'll keep you this certain way until it's their time to finish. Or if you manage to get away, props to you, because I've been there and it's really really difficult. They might do you the favour by just blocking you on everything to start with, and then realising they made a mistake, but by that point it can help give you some strength. But weird ways that people do it. Anyway, we both know I won't make you choose, in case you do, in case I lose now. Basically, she doesn't want them to choose the fact that it should end, I think. Or choose for her to forget her own boundaries. I'm not sure. Basically, it's this scared of what they'll do. And then the chorus, pre-chorus and chorus, just, it's so powerful. I don't understand that they're dressed in white. They're all wearing black shoes. I'm not sure. Could it be something about being trapped? So this album is called Fly Trap. There's a lot of it emotional like this. Is this her feeling like she's caught in a fly trap from someone? That would make a lot of sense. But I'm not sure about the others. I don't know if it's just they are there because we can see them very clearly, but they are also hidden at the same time, hidden in plain sight for some reason. her vocals are just incredible. Their vocals are incredible too. The piano is so sad. Even from the first couple lines, once she starts singing, it's very sad. Those keys are it's a sad arrangement.
So say I love you. So say I love you.
So she's saying it 5 times there, as if you didn't already notice me signalling it the last time.
So say I love you. Do you really only love sometimes? Oh. So say I love you. Do you really only love sometimes?
There were a lot of feelings that I felt there. There's a lot of repeating. There's say I love you. The kind of five parts to that. Do you really only love sometimes? Are you doing it to spite me? The repeats of what we've already heard. Can you say a little bit more? Do you really only love sometimes? Ratio of 1 to 5. The bit that got me, obviously the strings, the violins and the I've forgotten the name of that instrument, the strings, that felt really intense. I love how it kind of, the camera went closer and then it came back and they were there, they appeared. That would be that would have taken a bit to not see their shadows and all of that. The bit that really got me at that last part was when she's saying I'm sorry, and there's a lot of different ways you can interpret that, but on one hand, to me it's like, is she saying they are saying sorry? It didn't feel like that. My first impression was that she is saying sorry, and apologizing for something that's not her fault. It's really frustrating when I look back and there were so many times where I said sorry because I thought I was going mad, or I thought that, you know, I was the one causing this. And I didn't know when it was the cheating relationship. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what I was doing, what I'd done wrong, why there was no affection. And with the narcissist, they would easily turn it around on me if I ever questioned anything that ever seemed off. I would be the one that had been completely unreasonable to dare to ask, to dare bring up a situation that we would have to talk about like adults. And a lot of the time I would be the one saying sorry. And I resented it so much. And when I look back, it made a lot of sense. But at the time, I'd be like, fuck, I'm saying sorry now when I was the one that was upset. And I wanted to bring this up to make things better. And now I feel like shit for saying anything. If that is happening in your relationship, please know that you are not in a good relationship, and you should, if you have the strength, or if this is your sign, so be it. Walk away, because you deserve better. Now, I say that from a place of being able to finally break away after they blocked me, and then they tried to get back in touch and bring me back. And I was strong enough that last time to say no, we can't be friends. If I like amicable situations, but there are times, particularly with a narcissist, they will only try and drag you back to that place. They won't change. And if you've given it a shot and it didn't work out the first time, chances are it probably won't work out the next time. And don't fall for their bullshit. Oh, I just want to be friends. Doesn't work. Obviously, that's just my advice when it comes to narcissists. Time can pass and you can be friends with exes. Absolutely. Have I? Yes. Many times. But narcissists are not for me, and I'm quite a good person. I don't have many enemies. I don't create enemies, that's for sure. But I felt like it was dangerous territory, abusive territory to go back to, that I had to cut off eventually myself. But I was grateful that they cut me off to start with, and that gave me the strength. But I hate that I was... we learn, but I hate that I was the one to say sorry so often. And that didn't happen for most of the time when they had done some horrific things. So that part felt so powerful, and it might not even have meant that, but it felt that to me, you know. God, yeah, I've talked your ears off for ages, but I thought that might be quite important. When I saw what Sarah had written, I couldn't just leave that one. So, Sarah, you killed it. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you to anyone who has recommended Chinchilla stuff to me. I've been swamped with recommendations, but I really, really want to give her the time of day. She deserves it. She is so talented, and I know that. I'm gonna get around to it, and I want to dedicate like a day to going down the Chinchilla rabbit hole, basically, because I know there's going to be a lot that I can probably relate to or feel empowered by as well. She's crazy talented. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who has recommended Chinchilla, and you'll definitely be seeing more from her soon. Do you know what? It's cathartic. I feel sad about that situation, but I actually feel better now that I'm not in it anymore, and I can talk about it like it was the past. And it upsets me right in this moment, listening to something that feels like it takes me back to that place. But I've been healing a lot from it over the years, and I'm in a better place. I was able to heal and be stronger in myself. I now have a partner who has shown me what real love is and means, and I never feel like it's imbalanced, because that's how it should be. It should be 1-to-1. You don't feel like it's 1-to-5 at all. 100% all in, I feel loved, I feel respected, I feel appreciated, cherished. I'm not worried. I don't feel, what's the word? Insecure. And that is all because someone has taught me that I can heal from these things. I honestly thought it was going to mess me up. Cheating can mess you up for a long time. Very hard to trust anyone again. Narcissism can mess you up for a long time. Very hard to trust anyone again. People can be really difficult to trust when you feel like the truth has been a lie. So if I've managed to build trust in someone because they have reassured me, they have helped me do that. That's another thing. If people can't handle it, or don't want to help, or don't want to reassure you, to me that feels like a bit of a red flag. Yeah, I get more than enough reassurance, and I give reassurance because I know it's important. Not everyone will understand that. Some people might get annoyed and fed up if you ask them for reassurance, but trust me, it's so important. And I guess I understand because I've been there, but also I've come out of that and I'm in a better place now. So just to prove, sorry, I've just gone on a bit more, but just to prove there is hope for those who feel scared, or those who are like, oh, but I've been with this person for a long time, how do I walk away? It's very hard. It's not easy, but there is still hope, and you can be so much better off. You don't want to be living with heartache all the time when there's better out there, for sure. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you soon. Bye.